Hello everyone, welcome to Fableheim and Knock on the Coffin Lid, the nightmares of Millenis. Thank you all for your interest in the return to Midian with the success of Vanadis's story conclusion. Today we begin the DLC, the post-game, if you will, the tarot shenanigans. And if you are as excited as I am, leave a like the video, let us help out the channel. And before we begin, I have a question. Would you like to see different characters? So, would you like to see me to do all of Persival's tarot, back to back to back to back, and then Bjorn's, and then Vanadis's? Or would you like to see a Persival tarot, a Bjorn tarot, then a Vanadis tarot? Kind of mix it up, variety. Or would you like to keep the continuity? Feel free to let me know how you would like to see these videos released. But we're starting off with Persival as the Emperor. Basic deck doubled. Gain stubbornness. Each played card discards a random card from hand. Power? Is it the means? Or is it the goal? Purposefulness? Is it persistence? Or is it stubbornness? Now, I have done all of the tarots for Bjorn and Persival in the early access, so I'm very eager to see how they have changed since then. We'll find out together. I would love to get shackles for elevated Persival. It looks like we can pick which one we want, and I say we start this off strong with my favorite Persival, the elevated Gold Digger. Greed is good after all. We gain an extra 100 gold per battle. Stats of Vault Strike and Golden Shield depend on your gold amount, and at the start of the battle, for every 200 coins, add a greed card to the draw pile. Let's see if we can make the power of money win us the first tarot. Do I have any skins for you? No? Okay. Alrighty, so the Emperor will pass the test effortlessly after he finds and kills a traitor amongst the elves. The letter from a chest carried by dwarves will help to get on the trail of the traitor. So should I look for the elf or the dwarves? One thing at a time. First, look for the dwarves with the chest. When you read the letter, we'll think about what to do next. So it looks like these have unique stories. I am going to change the difficulty. Don't I get to pick the difficulty? It was on normal. Oh, here we go. I want to be on hardcore. This is the hard difficulty, and it's my favorite difficulty. So I'm gonna go hard, Emperor, and Gold Digger. So we're looking for the dwarf with a letter. I know, I think, what this is. So first things off, the story has been added to tarot cards apparently, which is new. During the early access, they're just like additional challenges on top of a regular run. It looks like nope, not all the events are explored. I believe it's this one. We can head there. Do I want to fight a dying bandit? Do we dare attempt a curse run? My oh my, that could be frisky. I think it's in my best interest to try and explore these question marks so we can, open them up for future runs, if you will. But there's a lot of quests around this Drunken Courage that were added that I've never seen before, so I think we're going to go this way. Let's go this way. Alrighty, so Gold Digger Persival. We're starting with the Obsidian Knife, granting us 2 armor and 2 balm. Ooh, okay. Increase max health by 10 upon taking damage. Gain 5 block and 2 armor. Alright. So Gold Digger Persival makes use of money, and one of his most powerful cards is the Fair Deal. Increase the number of cards drawn by 2, lose 20 gold. That was all my resources though, so we're gonna get smacked here. For quite a lot of HP, should have thought about that. But the boy has become exhausted.
In such a situation, I'd recommend an elixir of purification.
Would you? One of the great things about
Doesn't teach them anything.
Gold Digger Persival is his base attacks are very, very strong. Trick is nice. 0 mana draw 1? I'm into it. And of course you have to upgrade it, but... A drunken dwarf had apparently decided to pick a fight with some elves. I happened to encounter him on his way to an elven outpost. After rudely telling me off, he proceeded to invite me to follow him to pay a visit to some of those haughty elves. I realized that no matter what I decided, drunken dwarves demanded delicate diplomacy. Sober up back at camp, friends. I tried to get rid of the drunk, but I only managed to anger him. Well, so much for that. There are 2 of these in my deck. Alright. Oh, knife trick. Don't discard the... Well, I discarded a lunge to get a lunge. Do I regret it? Slightly. That's okay.
And that's how he died.
Indeed it is. Maneuver could be strong. The downside of this is we burn this and then we discard a card. Which is, a thought. We'll take it, though. It's always... could be very helpful. Alrighty. We could go to this wounded bandit, or I can fight the bomber. Remember, every interaction that we take... I don't have a bonus health potion. Every interaction we make will slowly fill up our event log. We're starting from nothing. The next best thing about Goldie and Persival is the power of gold. We can, once we reach 0 energy, restore all energy, and lose 30 gold and draw 1 per energy restored. So we can draw a whole bunch of cards, and unfortunately... well, that worked out. Only draw a couple. It's funny how sometimes with Goldie and Persival, because of the power of gold, you actually weaken yourself. Why did I draw so many cards? You actually weaken yourself sometimes by, like, mana cheating. Oh, I have a lot of money. Nice, I discarded the right one. I rolled the 50-50. Cautious Block is a powerful card. I don't hate it. My deck is really thick, though, and I feel like that's something we should address. We'll take it, sure. Boots of Resistance. Powerful card. I think I want to keep this. We're kind of going for a defense. Also, Knife Trick. El Clásico. But we're kind of going for a defensive build. Although I have a lot of strength thanks to my elevated status. I could have turned that off. But where's the fun in that? I worked hard for this. Some highwaymen had blocked the bridge over the ravine with barrels of gunpowder and were sitting on top of them. Apparently, he deemed it necessary to blow up the bridge for some reason, and he did not want to wait until I crossed it. I'm curious why this has so many events attached to it. Like, it's just an elite boss from back in the old days.
Joking about his explosive temper?
Oh, the discard. Yeah, it worked out. It's fine. So how do we counteract these shenanigans?
Easy.
More draw would be good. Oh, Deadly Peace is so strong. Contingencies is also pretty good. Toughen Up is also exceptional. We'll take Toughen Up. Like I said, I think we're kind of playing for a defense. Well, hello. A defense style. Also... Ooh. I mean, when it's thrown into your lap, who cares about defense? We could take the flints, why not? So, one of the strategies with... Oh, right, my base deck is double. That's why I have 2 Fair Dues. That's why I have 2 Dusty Sects, which cause people to skip their turn. It's very powerful. One of the great things is the Gold Digger's Lunge. If you can fill your deck with this, you basically can do all of the damage you could possibly ever need. Like, you literally need no other attack cards. It's quite powerful, but we do need a number of them to really be effective. We healed a little bit thanks to the Flint. That used to give you max HP. My, how things change. Is it even worth upgrading that? Maybe. I'm just going to lean into the Gold Digger Lunge here. Probably just going to go all in. Alright, so this should be the event we're looking for. I think. There was a dwarf in the chest. As soon as I opened the lid, he jumped out like a jack-in-the-box. Ah, gotcha! Fess up, spy. Have you come for the letter? Huh? Huh? For the letter? What letter? Quit acting. Tell me what this all really means. I'd like to know what this all means for myself. You don't want to talk? Well, I'll make ya. Okay. I hope, killing him is good enough. I mean, sure.
You angered him.
Oh, I didn't equip my thing. I searched the dwarf and found the letter he kept talking about. I'm very glad killing him is a way to obtain the letter, because there is another way that might work. The knight Persival is able to befriend people. And I thought maybe that would be the method. But I've found your letter in a chest. Using chests as mailboxes was a great idea on your side. It is a pity I don't have the same opportunity, so I'll keep sending you messengers from among captive elves. Hide this letter and all my other letters in a chest. I will find them, and so understand that you've received them. I'll take up the search for allies. Many dwarves wish to end this war without excessive bloodshed, but, for now, I have not found a way to compel General Gerald to start peace talks. He wants to drive you all to the frontier at any cost. Perhaps you might have some ideas on this. It's not surprising that the dwarf could not understand anything from the letter. Neither could I. Someone is hiding letters in chests. Someone wants to start peace talks and end the war. There are elves and dwarves who share the same sentiments. Okay. That's cute and all, but ooh, this could be very good on Persival. We got some of that armor set on Vanadis, but it's not very helpful on her. Different story from my boy. So the dwarf in the chest, and he found a letter. Waiting for some sort of spy. Persival better take note of the place. Okay. The Emperor will pass the test effortlessly after he finds and kills a traitor amongst the elves. A letter from a chest carried by the dwarves will help to get on the trail of the traitor. That wasn't exceptionally helpful. So the Orc Axe, one of my favorite items, gain 10 strength, lose 5 agility. So our ability to block is pitiful. Our damage is exceptional. And we can continue to keep our money low by lunging.
Didn't even have time to let out the squeak.
That's unfortunate. We discarded our attack. So of course we run into this problem where yikes. This would deal so much damage if he wasn't evading. Good old discard. Didn't think about that, honestly.
Prickly bastard.
It's probably better to go back to the other weapon. Like, sure, I killed him. That's nice. But I'm losing HP. I was killing them anyway. Now it's just kind of just overkill. Ooh, Crush is pretty good. Back in my day, this was 2 mana. It was 2 mana and you started it. We'll go back to this weapon for now. Despite the war, trade does not stop. Indeed, it does not. Okay, an interesting combination. I'm rich. I'm rich. So we have the Armor of the Thundering Mountain. Increase match speed by 20. Evade damage from attacks less than 5. We won't encounter too many of those. Start battle, gain 1 armor per 100 gold. I mean, that seems like it was made for me. What do I lose here? That's fine. Now we also have located 2 pieces of the Elven set. The Elven set was nerfed quite a bit because evasion was nerfed. Gain 1 evasion, increase healing from cards and items by 30% if there is evasion on the hero. And the booties is gain 1 evasion, and then increase damage dealt by 2 for each evasion on the hero. I guess we'll buy them because I have money. Thanks to being Gold Digger Percival, my favorite Percival. the greatest Percival. On that note, we can also start cutting cards, if we would like to. And I'm kind of okay with that. We end up cutting 2 blocks. We'll cut 1 lunge. Maybe 2 lunges? Nah, 1 lunge is fine. Maybe 2 lunges. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. And of course, upgrading this... Wow, they buffed this a lot. 4 expose. I think 2 expose is enough. I believe it used to be buffed into... It was 1 expose by default, and then you buffed it to 2 turns of exposure, which is why upgrading it was just my instinct. At the end of the journey, the Archdruid of Elves was waiting for me. In my previous life, I would have been glad to meet him. But not now. I just could not get used to the idea that the elves were now our enemies. Alrighty.
Either way, he's one of those who has ordered to kill all humans.
So the Call of the Wild gain strength from howl. So when these guys howl to buff themselves, I will also be buffed. How very convenient. Quite unfortunate that we're discarding stuff, but if I could get the Helmet of America, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty neat. So we can do Fair Deal into Power of Gold. And hope I don't discard my attack card. Big hope, I know. I've also spent quite a lot of money, so we're down to 73. It is not ideal for Gold Digger Percival to be broke. He is not a fan of that. Alright. This discard thing is a real problemo. Oh, what a draw.
Take a rest and calm down.
I am calm! Thanks to Obsidian Knife, we have Balm. Now, unfortunately, this guy is gaining evasion every single turn. Nice, we didn't discard the Power of Gold. Unfortunately, I didn't get much out of it either. Thankfully, Gold Digger's lunges work pretty well here, as I discard my most useful one. Sure. My last Fair Deal. Another good eater. The pain. The agony. Don't discard lunge. Nice. Lunge? Anybody want a lunge? No lunging. Okay. I can full block that guy. But I think the boss is Eldad. Okay. Ooh, dominance. Pay to win. If you have more than 2,000 gold, lose all the money and kill the target. Alright. I think we're just going to say dominance. It's slightly more useful. The Elven Amulet. Gain 1 energy and 1 evasion. Damage taken is increased by 30%. My, that's a hefty nerf. Upon gaining evasion, return a random bird card to the draw pile. Isn't dominance a burn card? It's a very useful card. It is not. Okay. All cards cost 0 in the first room. This can actually be a problem for Gold Digger Percival. And the Troll Amulet gain 5 Balm. Now, the draw of the Elven Amulet is that it provides additional energy. So I think I am going to take it, despite it being questionable at best. And we get the crystal. Upon playing the Will of the Forest Spirits, the hero and allies restore 16 health. This is also part of the Elven set. So we will have the 4-piece. When evasion is triggered, deal 8 damage to the attacker. And we get to Will of the Forest Spirits, which is one of the best cards in the game. So now, what are we doing? We need to thin the deck. Cut, 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 cut. I got from the frontier to the swamps without incident. It was a challenging road, but at least no one tried to kill me. As soon as I entered the Rotten Bog, the attempts on my life resumed. So, if I could help the druid, that'd be kind of cool. It's Elven set time. It's Jingle Hat. Jingle hat, jingle all the way. Bjorn. Alright. So, can I see the letter again? I don't think so. There was a general that was causing problems. So the only thing I am aware of that have to do with the elves here is this. So I guess we're going there. Kind of unfortunate that I've discovered all the question marks here, but alright. I have a feeling this is going to be like a multi-run ordeal. Okay.
A breather never hurt.
I was thinking to myself, don't discard the power of gold. Don't do it. Don't, please. Let's just win, shall we?
Killed and forgotten.
Winning is good. I do like Deadly Piece. Deal 8 damage, increased by 4 this combat. Nope. Transformation can be really fun. Replace select a card in hand with a cloned card. We can transform into a second Dominance. Or we can just Deadly Piece Dominance. Which seems good to me. It seems great, even. I think I met a reduced copy of the Divine Might. Its swollen, throbbing belly resembled a festering tumor on a decaying corpse, ready to rupture and blow into fountains of fetid goo. The Might shuffled its disgusting legs, dragging its precious tumor on the ground towards me. Mights really shouldn't be this big. And yet, this is not some unknown monster, but an ordinary Might, or just a big one. Like all the other monsters in the Rotten Bog, I wonder what their creator really looks like. I was hoping you'd tell me more about it, and I hope to learn more about it from you. No. Sorry to disappoint you. There are a lot of cards I want to play here. That was one of them.
That's a good
All right.
start.
Well, getting Barb kind of worked out. Please don't discard Dominance or Power of Gold. Please don't discard Dominance or Power of Gold. Yeah, I hate to see it. Sure, we'll block a little bit. Alright. So another way we could try and overcome this is the upgrade paths do have draw attached to them. So we could make it so that all of our block cards draw or something. That's unfortunate.
With a small infection.
Indeed they do. Fantastic. We did it. It's very important what gets discarded or not. Ooh, Cleansing Ultimatum is also excellent. Blood Debt? You know what? We'll take Blood Debt. Oh no, the Cursed Armor. Oh, I haven't done a curse build in ages. Do I dare? I don't think I do. The Lance is really fun with the piercing damage. We can also make it so we draw 2 jab, which can be used as sacrificial discards. Maybe we take the Lance. We're, of course, creeping the crystal. I don't think there's anything in the game that would make me want to change from the crystal. I gotta be honest. I think the crystal is where it's at. Like I said, we're going all in on Breach. Alright. You have a fun relic, though. When an old moss-covered cemetery appeared on my path, I merely shrugged. The Rotten Bog was just one big mortuary. What was there for me to be afraid of? I thought maybe at least here everything would be quiet. Well, I was wrong. In one of the crypts, I met a creature who was not dead in the full sense of the word. It didn't look very healthy. Its appetite, on the other hand, was remarkably healthy. The ghoul had probably starved as a cultist. The ghoul had probably starved as the cultists do not bury their dead. He decided to switch to fresh food. I had a great Mortis voice in the past, and I don't remember what it was.
Hunger gave the cowardly ghoul courage.
The jabs were so in. If I had the rubber boots,
Not a chance.
this would be even better, but I'll take the 4-piece. Alright, I'm gonna skip a room. The poisonous armor. Now there's a thought. That could be better than this. It feels like a weird thing to say. I'm receiving a curse and hammer, restore 6 health and gain 1 strength. If you're doing a curse build, Ghoulfinger is where it's at. Of course, we're not here for really good builds. We're here for the Emperor. Are we going to find the thing here? The Trolls Club. When playing 2 attacks in a row, gain 2 strength. When playing a skill, the strength bonus is removed, gain 2 bomb. Ooh. I don't think it's worth it. Sadist boots. Alright, Druid, please know something. I helped an elf get out of the swamp. He turned out to be a druid making a pilgrimage to the 5 sacred trees. One of the trees grew right to the Rotten Bog, and the druid had gotten lost searching for it. For his salvation, he decided to give me the power of the forest guardians, and he asked me what type of blessing I wanted to receive. He'd better have told you how to find the sacred tree. Or what for? I won't go into details. I'll just say this. It's something like an idol, but much better. Well, then it makes sense to look for it. I can remove a card or upgrade a card. Do I get to pick the removals? I do. Fantastic. It's just one? A wooden chapel platform brought me to a dilapidated chapel. A wooden platform. To think that the supreme gods were once worshipped in this place. Having looked inside, I realized that the building was damaged not only on the outside, but besides the floors and stained glass windows, all ruined. I also spotted the congregation and their priest, all gone bad. The cult of the Might resembles a regular religion, to some extent. It's just a dark parody of one, I would say. I agree with Persival here. Alrighty. So there's a fun way to cheese this fight.
Only looks similar to humans externally.
I guess we'll go for the ad first. It would remove the card I wanted to play. It would remove all of the cards I wanted to play. Oh, that sucks. These are undead, so when they fall down, they get some block and come back to life.
You have to start over.
You can. It is possible to kill them while they're down. Of course, not just by brute force, but you can, like, inflict bleed upon them, and they'll just die while they're down, and it's really funny. I kind of want to wait, but he's also going to hit me really hard if I do wait.
Did you decide to have a rest?
Are we on hardcore? How do I check? I should have used Deadly Piece here. I was distracted. I think we are. Oh. The elevated class is just that powerful. Exposed gates and block. Cannot be discarded upon playing. Deal 5 damage and gain 5 block. If the card stays in hand, increase damage and block by 5. Oh, this is one of, That's an interesting card. Unfortunately, well... Is it good to have a can't be discarded card? Maybe it is. Meh. I don't think it scales enough for me. Ooh, the Crimson Armor. This is super funny on Bjorn. Not overly useful here on Percival. I might want the Troll Leather, actually. Increase myself by 40 at the start of the battle, gain 4 play. This has been nerfed quite heavily. It used to be, what, 100? Wow. Oh, well. A bunch of relics have been nerfed, or what are these called? Trophies? I think they're called trophies. Well, so far we've made 0 progress on figuring out who the traitor is.
So, who do you say you met? Oh, it's not important anymore.
Yay, evasion. They nerfed you, but you can never truly escape from its wrath. Ooh, adaptation is very strong. This could be pretty helpful. I also don't hate prestidigitation. Any draw is good. You know, flooding the deck with curses might not be awful. Was I supposed to read that? Might not be awful in this difficulty. Because they can get... That's the difficulty. This tarot. Because they can be discarded. Okay. Well, I still learned nothing. Cultists guard their secrets fervently, and I saw and I knew too much. It was plain from the outset that they would not let me out of the swamps. The oldest keeper of the Might Cult blocked my way, planning to silence me forever.
He holds the real power over the cult in his hands.
Ooh. Please don't discard Power of Gold. Of course. So I'm trying to think of who on Earth this could be related to. There is a... It's a traitor amongst the elves, right? Son of a... Son of a... This discard's out to get me. The only general I can really think of is the elf assassination. But it sounded like it was a traitor to the elves, right? Because the elf assassination guy is targeting a dwarf. What are you doing? Oh. No. Probably wasn't worth it. But, you never know. I would discard that. That was a card I really didn't want to discard. Alright. This is new. I don't remember you summoning people before. I think I'm already max drawing. So that's not very relevant. Sure. Okay. Break beneath the endless tide. I haven't said that in a while. Go away, go away. Okay. Bunk, 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 bunk. The serve. Oh yeah, that's my talent. Talento, talento, talento. I got rid of the card instead of doing damage. Where do you think that one card is? Is my deck just full of jabs?
Yeah, you don't have much choice. It's alive.
Thank you, Mortis. I see that. I don't think I could kill it, though. This is gonna hurt. You know, the jabs are indeed useful little thingamajigs. But I'm not gaining a whole bunch of benefit off of them.
I can't believe he survived that.
I think we're gonna go to the Trolls Club here. Pay to win. Luck could be amusing. Start of a turn, gain 1 energy and add an exhaust. They nerfed this too? This adds an exhaust at the start of every turn. That's so not good. I think we're going to skip this. Luck could be useful, but you have to play this the turn you draw, which is kind of annoying. Especially with this whole discard thing we got going on, so. Oh, the Bone Spear! Now we're talking. So this, when dealing damage to HP, inflict 4 breach. We have Exodia. The Gold Digger Exodia. Restore 8 health for each SAS card in the discard pile and burn the cards. Interesting. Interesting, he says, but... Alright, so we can upgrade these. Excuse me, hold on a minute. That's what I thought. That's so good. But let's get to this. We might find an event that full draws us. Or full upgrades us. But I left the swamps behind me. I could have a rest at last. Damp and musty air in that place urged me to get out of there as soon as possible. I knew what was ahead of me was worse, but I was still relieved. Do we go to nightmare mode? Because I'm kind of crushing. Feels good. I worked for this. I earned this. Do you think I still get a full upgrade from Turmoil here? Let's give it a shot. Some fire brothers took over a village and drove its inhabitants into the town hall. Suddenly, one of the captives, a heavily wounded man, released an inhuman cry and then turned into a terrible demonic abomination in front of everybody. He immediately rushed at the commander of the fire brothers. Well, let's flex how much damage we can really do, shall we? Attack the fire brother. Oh, what for? To free the civilians. And does the fact that one of them turned into a demonic spawn before your eyes not bother you? I didn't have time to think about it. So because the karmic system is not in play, I do what I want. Alright, you can burn, sure. Well, that was a very unfortunate turn 1. Maybe this +1 energy thing is not worth it after all. Crush. Alright. Pain.
A blow like this must be avenged.
Yeah, I agree. Do not discard the lunge. Cool.
You didn't fight fair. That's good.
Let's get rid of that. Alright. Alrighty dighty. That is very unfortunate. Is it this unfortunate? It is. Goodbye. So this tanky boy, if I hit him while he has shield, it returns half the damage I dealt to me, which I've learned the hard way can be a lot. Ooh, proficiency is so good, but I don't know if I can make it happen with this whole discard thing. We'll try it. We'll give it a shot. Vamp boots. Goblin armor. I do like goblin armor. It's one of those just universally good armor pieces. But I'm using the balm. I will take it. While I was fighting with the squad members, the commander managed to dispose of the abomination and moved in my direction, looking quite intimidating. The captives must have already fled. 'Twas a meaningless fight. It was a matter of honor for me. I wasn't going to back down. That's right. Honor. All right. Burn, baby, burn. This is a 50-50. And I nailed it. Alright.
You've acquired a taste for buffs.
Well done. I noticed we don't have Dervish anymore. That was a little crunk, I will admit. Okay. Alright. Take this game. Cool. Nice, we got the power of gold. Immediately discard one of the lunges, but we got it. Oh, accumulated force. You know how great this would be if I wasn't discarding stuff? Playing lunges increase the damage by 12 for the first lunge played in the next turn. My damage is lunges. This would be fantastic. Is this multiplied by breach, I wonder? This bonus damage. We'll take it, sure. The fluted axe? Oh my. Armor of talents? That could be very useful. My deck is a little thick, though, so I'd like to start cutting stuff. I saved the inhabitants of the village from death. They wanted to reward me, but had nothing to offer but their own hospitality. So I decided to stay with them and restore my strength. Practice. Upgrade all cards. Fantastic. I practiced hard and improved all my fighting skills. And did you stay in that village for a long time? I didn't want to leave. That's how well I was treated there. Well, sure. You are their savior, after all. But sooner or later, I had to hit the road. So a full deck upgrade is actually crazy. And I'll tell you why. Up until this point, I had fully upgraded. This is unfortunate. I had fully upgraded my lunges. And now, all of those adaptive upgrades I chose have been upgraded to the next level, meaning that each one of them deals 3 piercing damage 3 times. The damage number went down, but the multi-attack went up, which means there's even more breach multiplying. Now, the downside is that it YOLO upgraded all my guards. So, I only got one more drawing guard. We got the effective guard and the gold digger's guard. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to go to the Wounded Brother just because it's an event. I came across a wounded warrior in gilded armor. He explained that the Brotherhood of Fire had been defeated. Demons were attacking everywhere. The reinforcements supposed to come from the north had gotten stuck somewhere in the Rotten Bog, fighting an unknown dark cult. Oh, I know about that one. So you can wish him luck, which is just... Good luck, bye. We can offer assistance, or I can give him an elixir of recovery, which is what I'm going to do, because Persival is a nice guy. I gave him an elixir of recovery, demanding nothing in return. Take the shield of my fallen brother. May the sacred flame protect you. We'll take the shield and help in the fight. The inscribed shield of pure faith. So this is one of the variants of... There are a few set pieces that have variants, and this is one of them. The attack is blocked, inflict 3 burning per each seared in the deck on every enemy. That seems very strong. However... Unfortunately, as with most Fire Brotherhood pieces, it gives you a Seared Curse, which you can ignore if you have the set. But if you don't, like in my case, whoopsie doodles.
I hope you manage to keep your cool and not feed them rage.
I really dislike these enemies.
You've acquired a taste for buff.
So the way these guys work is that every turn they'll switch between a stance. So the last turn, whenever I played an attack, they gained strength. Yeah, so they hit harder. Now, whenever I play a skill, they're going to hit harder. So, of course, I really shouldn't play a skill. Am I going to? Yes. Goodbye.
This is what I call
Fantastic.
skill in its purest.
Skill in its purest form, also known as Gold Digger Persival. Draw a random attack card, it costs 0, and then I discard it with the Emperor trait. Snake Elixir, cool. Alrighty. So it looks like I'm kind of just borked, huh? Oh, the Boots of the Thundering Mountain. How are we feeling about this, then? How's the 3-piece? When taking damage without losing HP, deal 1 damage to the attacker per 2 block. So we gain 1 armor per 100 gold. And upon losing armor, we gain strength with the booties. I really need a different trinket thing, but I don't think we're going to find one. Should we try it? I actually have money. This is a very rare occurrence. And if I hit the merchant, I'd have even more, but c'est la vie. Alright. At the entrance to the palace, I was greeted by a gatekeeper. Looking little like a man, I was startled to hear a human voice. In true demonic form, he demanded 500 coins to buy my way in. Little did he care for his service to his master. Sometimes demons and man are not so different. You didn't have enough money? You could have haggled. I doubt it. But he does have... Well, we'll see if he has events next to him.
You got wounded.
Fucking ow. I did.
I don't think it saved him.
So he has Ire. Playing 2 cards the same type in a row changes the intent to whirlwind. He also has 6 barbed. So... Oh, yeah. I forgot. Maybe when I switch the set out. Nice.
That one won't rise from the dead.
Bloody barbed. Alright. Yeah, I think we're gonna... Ooh, yes. Yes! Okay, we're gonna lose an energy here. But I'm gonna remove this stupid 30% damage increase. And I wasn't too pleased with drawing a battering ram. I really had no use for it. So we'll go for the 3-piece here. Alright. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Does this event marker mean he's a part of this? I feel like he's not. So I feel like I should open up the question marks. I was weaving in and out of the streets of my hometown like a fugitive, trying to stay out of sight. It was getting dark. When it is dark, it is easy to run into demons or their minions lurking here and there. Passing by a familiar tavern, I looked inside. It was empty. Oh, I'm sure this has so many events attached to it. A quiet, abandoned place was just what I needed. I decided to stay there for the night. Suddenly I remembered the wine cellar and thought I should poke around. Sure. I lost 15 health. It was dark in the cellar. I couldn't see a damn thing, and I didn't find a damn thing. Rip. I wasn't hoping for much, but still I visited the palace armory just in case, and I was very surprised by what I saw. I thought that everything had been pillaged, but it turned out that the equipment was in place and well guarded. The head of the guard turned out to be an old friend of mine, a guardsman. We didn't ask each other awkward and unnecessary questions, nothing personal, just business. We'll ask for equipment, sure. The circlet of life. Well, that wasn't very helpful. This is a great card for Bjorn. Not so much for yours truly. Oh. Oh. Finally some rest. What a shame. What do you mean? The Brothers of Fire never give up, but I did. But you know we're fighting for the right cause. We will kill Sigismund and win. The Brothers of Fire cannot cope without our help. But they don't know about that. The worst thing is that other brothers will see us. For them, you are a demon worshipper, and I'm a coward, a traitor, and a demon worshipper's slave. What a nightmare. Don't worry, they won't tell anyone. Who's this guy? Oh. Alright, well. I entered the throne hall and stared at Sigismund, unable to recognize my old friend. I didn't even notice the demonic abomination that was standing by the throne. I opened my mouth to say something, but could not utter a word. Alright. I assume this is going to be the same as every Sigismund fight ever. Oh, yeah.
He calmed down.
Forgot about that. That sucks. Alright, well, we removed the armor from Sigismund, and we bonked him.
It remains only to hope for a miracle.
I am so glad he didn't get barbed. That would have been very unfortunate. It's great I have 6 ward. Don't discard dominance. Son of a biscuit. Alright. This discard sure is something, isn't it? I picked Gold Digger because I wanted to get off to a good start. Oh, feels good to be back. Literally, the Bone Spear with full piercing Gold Digger Persival is a classic. One of my favorites. Voila. Oh! Instead of Millenis, I was met by some unknown creature. That is the automaton, Millenis' favorite toy. It can be adjusted as one wishes. A toy, you say? Is Millenis planning to play with me? With all of us? Then what is the point of this all? If only I knew, but we'll know for sure when we open all the cards. Okay. I have the draw. I think we want this one. Because this clones, as well as draw. Double Elven Potion probably helps me out here. I think we're good, team. I think this is about as strong as I can be. Alright. Let's rock and roll, Millenis. Show me what you've got. You have 3 health bars. Good, sir. The Emperor's Burden. At the end of the turn, the hero takes damage for each card in the draw pile. This damage cannot be avoided. Oh, great. Can I kill the middle one first, then? Well... I have 1 mana. What can I do with 1 mana that'll help me out here? Boom. This is a lot of damage. I like it. I suppose we can go adaptation in case he adds crap to the deck. I'm taking 31. Plus the 14. Okay. Okay. Ideally, we fair deal into Power of Gold. Fantastic. Middle one's down. Alright. Oh, what's this do? He stole my dominance. I really would have liked that. That would have been a good card. Alright. I wouldn't mind accumulation. I wouldn't mind defense. So play accumulation first. bonk this, I guess. Get rid of you. Efficients. Bonk. Of course, I discarded maneuver. All right. We're taking 10. My ward is about to expire. Dusty Sack is probably not worth it. I could deadly... we'll just bonk that real quick. And bonk this. And then bonk this, I guess. Perfect block. Fantastic. That was the last of my ward, however, which is unfortunate. Boom. Kill the automaton without fulfilling a prophecy. Wait, what? That is so many points. It worked. We did it. Block efficacy doubled. Upon playing skills, reduce max health by 2 until the end of the game. Wow. That was wild. We are on hard difficulty, right? We are. I mean, okay. I did say these videos would be about an hour long, so that's about correct. So, knockdown, drag out fight. I might try Nightmare for the next one. I don't think it tells me what Nightmare does. I know in the past I didn't like Nightmare because Nightmare nerfs you. Hardcore gives a little bust to the enemies, but Terrible, I'll just call it Terrible now. But Terrible, I believe, gives you 50% max HP, like just at the start. So I wasn't really a huge fan of that. But with the Ascension bonuses, maybe it's not going to be that big of a deal. But my friends, that was the first tarot card, l'Empereur. We did not fulfill its prophecy, but we completed it. Is that enough? I don't know. So if you let me know if you would like to see Persival just run down, or if you'd like to see mixing in the other characters for the upload schedule. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay on my channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you in the next tarot card.